Well, hello, welcome back. I've just been playing with my new toy that's come. It's a Morse code Kia side swipe, and I'm just waiting for some wire to come, and I can get this connected up and start playing with it. Of course I can't do anything until I get the wire, so looking forward to that. Anyway, what am I doing today? I am actually going to be reviewing the Flanders Oud Bruin, or Oud Bruin as it's called. This is a Belgian style ale, and this is a kit from Gozdawa, which is a Polish company, and I've had a few of their kits and they're really nice. So I thought I'd try their Oud Bruin, and I'm using my Belgium. This is a Carmelite triple glass. I thought that would be appropriate for a Belgian beer. Oh, that's tough. There we go. Nice hiss, nice CO2. Let's get it in the glass. Ooh, pours a very deep brown. A very deep brown. Probably looks black on camera, but it's actually a really deep, dark, chestnutty sort of brown. Maybe a hint of red, but it's hard to see. Very thin head. This is about, I would say it's about 6.2, 6.3%, but it looks a really nice beer. Let's have a smell. Ooh, that's different. There's a little bit of malt. There's a bit of woody dryness, and what I can only describe as musty. That's the only way I can describe it, musty. Right, let's dive in. Cheers everyone. Merry Christmas. Let me just say, if I hadn't have done my research about this style, I'd have probably thrown this beer away. When it says Oud Bruin, Flanders Oud Bruin, there's a fly there, it's not an English brown ale. It's completely different, it's unique, it's its own style. Flavour, it starts off with sweet malt, caramel malt. It then very quickly goes to a woody dryness, as though it's been aged in barrels. I think they may have used some oak chips when they were making the kit. And then it goes to this what I can only describe as musty flavour, and at the back a very slight vinegar sourness. Now, this is not going to be to everyone's taste, but that is actually the style. If I hadn't have read up on this beer, I would have probably thrown that away. I'd have probably thought that it was contaminated and I'd be bleaching my buckets now. But no, that is the actual style. It's a sour beer. Now, let me just point out something about sour beers. Sour beers are, it's like a controlled contamination. You actually add bacteria to the beer. Usually you want to be bacteria free when you're brewing, but with this style of beer, sour beers, you actually purposely add some bacteria to sour the beer. Now, traditionally this was done during the aging process, where they sat in wooden casks, and the bacteria in the wood over time would sour the beer. Today, with stainless steel and plastic fermenters, the brewer adds some bacteria and sours the beer that way. So it is meant to be sour. Sour doesn't mean grapefruit sour or citrusy sour. And I find a lot of craft brewers, cheekily in my opinion, are marketing beers, and I know one in particular, a really good brewer, not a criticism of them, but they make a sour beer and they will charge you £4 for a small can of their sour beer, and it's nothing more than a pale ale with concentrated grapefruit juice added. That's not a sour beer, that's a fruit flavoured beer. Sour beers are contaminated, and I don't know how they've done it with this beer, but it's certainly got that taste. I think it may come in the yeast, because the yeast in this kit looked very different. It was like a white powdery, sandy coloured powdery mixture. It's not like the granule, little grains of yeast that you see in your sachet. This was like a powder, so I don't know if it was in the yeast packet or what, or if it was soured as part of the production, but it's definitely got that flavour to it. The head hasn't stuck around. I think maybe it was a bit too chilly, but the carbonation is a really nice. Maybe it could have been a bit higher for a Belgian beer. They're usually quite highly carbonated. I use my usual 3/4 teaspoon of table sugar, but it certainly pushes it around your mouth. I like it. I like it. And after watching some YouTube videos and doing some reading, I know that's how it should taste. So I'm really happy. I haven't had a bad kit from Gozdawa. They do 1-can kits, and this was a 2-can kit, it's part of like their premium range, but they have styles from all over the world. And what I like about Gozdawa is that they don't have a house yeast. They will actually select a yeast for the style of beer, and on their website I think they've got about 6 or 7 different yeasts that they use. There's German ale yeast, German lager yeast, Belgian ale yeast, English ale yeast, American, so on. Belgium, yeah. So they've got different sachets of yeast for the style of beer. Whereas mostly, say with like a Muntons kit, they'll just have a house sachet and they'll just throw it in every single kit, irrespective of style. But these guys, they actually try and pair the yeast with the style of beer, and I think that's really good. More kit makers should do that. Oh, that tastes nice. That really tastes nice. When you've got used to that tang, that vinegary sourness at the back, that mustiness. Really nice beer. So that's it, the Flanders Oud Bruin, the Gozdawa Belgian ale kit. I'll make that again, definitely. Definitely. It's just a little bit too cold. I think it would be even better if it was warmed up a little bit. But that is really nice. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I won't be putting a video up at the weekend, obviously, being Christmas and Boxing Day, but there will be one up next week when I'll be doing my first taste test of the English Porter. So the Brew Firm English Porter, that's in the bottle now, and it's carbonating, a bit of conditioning. There you go, that's got a bit of a head going. Yes, it's in the bottles, it's carbonating, it's conditioning, and that'll be ready for a taste next week. And then after that, there'll be the first of my Black Friday beers, the Mangrove Jacks I got. it'll be the American Pale Ale, and that is actually tasting very nice. I'm bottling that tonight. So there you go. Lovely beer. Really enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Christmas, a great rest from work, and a great time with your family. So I wish you all the best for Christmas, and I'll see you next week for another homebrew beer review. Bye bye for now.